in the favor of GX, but
yeah, they definitely had a chance for this one. Okay, Pacific on defense. Giants. Can Pacific win a pistol here?
Feeling gee is what you meant, but
yes.
that's okay. I'll catch you on that one.
Love a 4-person sheriff.
I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised Pipson could still speak after
3-person stack for Pacific, actually gambling on the right side here, and at the same time, they've had Prowler go in over towards B.
That doesn't stop him.
Dude, retake wall. Actually reverse the attack wall that some teams do. Retake wall and just play B heavy, and they can leave site.
Do you reckon he has him on mute?
I don't think it would make a difference being that close to him, man. He gets loud.
That's how we test our headphones.
Just get him up here. Well, it will be slow play towards A. This Viper wall, something you're going to see a lot on the attack side, just robbing information, making Pacific overextend to try to grab that info back. But already they've spotted players towards the top of ramp.
Force him into sight too here.
To come through the bottom. CNET dodges the flash.
Oh god, these body shots might be the one.
Well, starting with a first kill for CNET.
Look at how low they are.
Damage done, but
he gets a double on sight.
45 or less on every single player.
Are the comms off here? Should they both be swinging here if our guy's going to swing through heaven?
It's GX with the time on their side.
That comes down to mistakes. Is anybody going to give them an opportunity?
One enemy remaining.
No.
Doesn't look like it.
God, they actually cannot win pistol rounds.
Get a couple for his trouble.
It's 5.
A couple of orbs to go with it, but it is going to be the pistol round heading in the direction of GX. And
Heaven guy got spammed through smoke. Yeah, as he's wanting to do it off the contact.
They
see him though.
Yoru before the nerf a little bit over in Clash. Phoenix has looked pretty good.
Phoenix has, yeah.
The Waylay though. Come on! It's a very different role. It's you going in first, a lot of the time you dying first. So I want to see if that synergy has been
This looks like Westside is on the eco duties no matter what agent he's on.
It is a strange time to be moving to the Waylay for him after the nerfs, but we did talk about this before we started the show today of like, you could have your Waylay is going to have to pick different dive spots if you still want to use the stun, but that can set up the Neon to be the one closing the gap off the back of it. And I can see some success on the attack side coming from a well-executed comp like that, especially with Sky there to blind them up.
Yeah, Pipson in the coach confession as well sort of almost doubled down on what I said in the last map, which is that they didn't want to do that dive and throw slow. That was never their goal.
Oh, this
so
actually worked out pretty well for Pacific,
that,
right?
You're just using it as a
they spot one on the site here. As long as CNET doesn't die right now.
Clearly, like it didn't go fantastically on their last attack side, but hopefully on split alongside that secondary.
They end up being a pretty good call from Giants here.
It might help them out a little bit.
Looks like Pacific are on top of it. They get the rotate out. Dude, they're gonna beat them here. How fast are they going? Oh, they're all walking because they don't know about heaven.
Pop and burst out of smokes, out of walls is sky high. Speaking of which, Tiger sent
recon here, and they all get over towards site.
One up close, and that's a decent amount of defenders.
Yeah, it's a great stack.
Now they've all flooded in. A sea of blue, of cyan, and, well, Westside's turning it red, but they've lost 2 battles. Pacific fighting their way right back into this. They didn't even invest. This is not a force, but they are a force to be reckoned with. Cloud, 21 HP.
Look at the health.
They've got 50 between them on the other side, but 3 weapons
just such a
pointed
bad gun for it.
10 seconds, and no chance.
Guys, one of you run.
He doesn't have time to plant it. Only one of them needs to play. A mistake needed for him to have any chance here. And well, planting is definitely not how you're going to win this round. Cloud done for. In the end, it's Ninja's triple.
Dude, full eco basically.
1-1.
They didn't get too many gun upgrades. It's like the only positive for Giants here, but that's a rough one.
Yeah, ended up walking into the sack.
Yeah, it's a good. I don't even think they got any info outside of A to cancel. I wonder if it was off the info that CNET gave him, or is just too obvious. Yeah, I mean, he did pretty good over towards A. B even.
It was a good stun he's talking about there. Got a lot of assists for it, but
yeah, I wonder if he maybe called him over then. Judging from that reaction, we'll see.
He's won champions, you know.
True. He is a champion, and he was the GOAT. 1-1. At GX. Well, if they were feeling happy about winning that pistol, that's only amplified the loss right
nice,
after. It's flickless down towards A main, and Pacific with an adjustment of fighting ahead of that wall coming down from ramp is really the weakness of it when you don't have players to back you up. Snakebite denies heaven control, and GX, it's a good round to learn from, to see all the utility that Pacific are going to be throwing at you, to see where they're playing. maybe that ramp walk is going to be a weakness to exploit in the next. For now, though, it should be very, very difficult for them to find any impact in this round.
Yeah, I like, again, just the positions we're seeing from the Pacific players. Like, no real aggressive spots, all playing passive. I can't imagine this setup will be played much during the actual buy rounds, because you know that it's going to be so much harder for them to get those picked with the weaker weapons. And an in-zone flawless.
Right, it's incredibly good. We've got one armor rebuy. CNED's going to keep this as well, so the money's insane from this.
It's mainly just winning when
Pacific with a rare, good start into a half.
And now going into that first buy round with pretty much everything you could desire on the defense.
I think the Japanese tier 2 scene is going to do a lot better next year.
It really is the best way to start a map, is losing the pistol and then following it up with a 2-round win.
I mean, it'll be somewhat similar, to be honest. I don't know how many slots they're getting. It might work out better for them because they might get more slots. I think combining it does work well.
But yeah, coming in, eco and winning. It's really a slap in the face for your opposition. 2-1. Buy up for both squads. Seekers online for the attackers. Not much else to report on. Certainly not in the defense. Nothing to answer back with. Deep aggression on A. Yeah, I said this could be something to
Holy.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell did I just watch?
And that is going to be their choice of grave. GX.
Well, they thought it was just the Viper.
Dominating those early fights, and I respect the attempt, but the shots hit on the other side are impressive.
Yeah, I also wonder, like, a lot of the time you're going to see teams playing either a 4-1 or maybe like a 2-2-1, with the 1 always being outside of the A site. I wonder if that was just them expecting that to be 1. Because the second there are 2 players, it does become a little bit more difficult.
Bacon, I got no idea if you... I mean, he likes it to retake over towards B and fight B main. But I'm not sure it's the best use of it on defense and buy rounds.
If anything, keeping 5 players alive on your side, straight back into a 2-2 scoreline. It's going to be important for GX just from the mental side of things, because that last map is going to take a toll. Like, you were in such a commanding lead, your opponents needed 9 rounds to basically get themselves back into the game and even take it to overtime, and you let that happen.
And you had clutches and big kill rounds from almost everybody on the side of Pacific as well. So many opportunities thrown to the wind by GX. That's why they're here. But yeah, like you said, I do think that's the exact adjustment from Pacific, is we're going to full push towards A main. You have your C's, you have your nade. I think it was CNED that was there as well. So you've got the stun that can come out and a lot of aggression.
They do it every buy round.
So if there's numbers there, you catch them in the choke point. And if there's not, it's probably Flickless again, just holding that control by himself, and you overrun him. He has backup, and that's really where the plan falls apart. The blind spot used to the attacker's advantage. Now it is just Flickless sitting outside A, but predictably Pacific don't go for the push that lost on the last round.
Okay, yeah.
That's done. Mid-shot, getting out of here. CNED's trying to time it for when they stop spraying, and he has managed to do so. In fact, doesn't even take a lick of damage. Supportive utility in the snakebite to make sure they can't quite chase him down, and he kind of has a player locked into the angle, but a smoke utilized just to get them out of there. That's not bad though for Pacific. It means
it works out pretty well. They still got the whole of B main as well right now, so they keep the 3-person stack over towards A strong. Once the smoke goes, I haven't seen anyone cross the line as well. It's Neon, so the rotates fast. Ninja gets a kill, he gets his ult. You get anything from the spam.
Take a fight through a smoke or just spam his way to success. The reveal caught them for a moment, but no kill off the back of it. GX gets a sight. And a plant soon to be found. Ninja almost losing his life to the return spam from Flickless. And it will be the retake to be played for. And for 1 pick there, if Ninja just found it on the way out, that could be huge. They'd have Nightfall to fight their way back into the site.
Pretty hard retake.
Failing that.
Yampy, hello mate, how we done?
Prowlers used. This now becomes a very difficult retake for the defense.
What did I have out here? Chicken tenders. It's pretty banging.
Oh, decent stun. Gives them the angle back, but the trades are immediate. A singular kill for 3 on the other side, and yeah, for the Pacific, it comes down to
that's the right call to save on this one.
Yeah, you can rebuy most of what
my mind, that whole round kind of came down to the spam here. If he gets one,
be that little bit too expensive. Again, I think another round where you look at GX when they have a high impact ultimate, in this case the Cosmic Divide.
I'm not sure how easy a hold on A is without this Viper wall.
The only real,
like, if you're Giants, would you not just carry on hitting A like this?
Something off the reveal. I think that was the one.
They got nothing to stop you.
And he does hit the reveal, it's just he doesn't hit the shot. That's all it came down to.
I think he put him half.
Yeah.
There's still a few shots landed. It's just hard to hit that Neon when she's sliding around like that.
Okay, yeah. They felt like this one cost them.
Indeed for
So they call the wall back to go over towards A.
Taking the cake there. We go back to sort of the observations towards that A site. The aggression had been there. They knew this round with Flickless's info that it wasn't. And that's the late play, is just pop down the Cosmic Divide, force the pressure onto Ninja, and take the site. Oh,
Good stun back though.
Arrow's gone through the stun. The Waylay dive as well, but they're not accounting for another player. So close inside the smoke. 7 gets the second.
To the other, bro. He 40 killed him. I kind of 40 killed him.
Fires through the Nightfall. And I think caught them both as well.
I think if you stun a Neon, it needs to slow him down. Nice shot.
In the open, in goes the reveal.
Ninja! Dude, Ninja's been fragging heavy. That's a nice impact round, man. They needed this.
But there's your reward.
Considering the operator, but it's already there on site. Not going to be missed, but...
The first kill looked pretty fast. The one from Heaven.
A huge play from Ninja individually, but then you kind of look back to... Like, the second that Nightfall hits in the Red Bull clutch, it almost just looks a little bit panicked. Like, too many angles to check. He could be running it down him from behind and giving him those two isolated fights.
This one felt unlucky, though, because he... that's such an important crouch. Ooh, nice shot.
It's just that. It's Ara in the open. I think he's a little bit worried that maybe somebody's coming from main. But the fact that you saw where he used that Nightfall from probably should have given the game away.
Yeah, I mean, it was more towards stairs, right? So they are understandably suspicious of like a
Yampy's
spawn
learning
walkout,
from you, man.
To be completely blindsided by the Heaven play is unfortunate, to say the least. New Viper positioning, thanks to the changes on the ult.
Oops.
It's going to still cover all of mid, given a lot of space, but it's abandoned immediately. The pit left open as they wrap into Heaven. PCIFIC reinforcing it with a snake bite down.
Okay, sure.
Already reacting with a lot of utility, and this time CNET ahead of the curve. Ninja
Good
backing him up on site. In goes the showstopper as Flickless falls, and well, that push.
They had so many here. They insta-scrap their Viper. And they just have 4 people ready to hold this down. They have the wall here to stop them as well.
And an attempt at a much faster play from GX after kind of having the same success in the opening of the round. They go back to the same execution, and this time you just see that tunnel being created.
That was both from him.
Rather than cowering behind it, they get that little bit more aggressive. Wow, that's a very unhappy looking. That's maybe the first time that I've seen him look sad. Like,
yeah, no, it is. No, he normally looks angry. That was just straight up sad.
Give him a hug. Waylander, give him a hug. Pippi needs a hug.
It's actually what they're doing during this round.
They're just hugging.
Embracing each other.
Oh, he's wrecked him with that. Oh, he wrecked them both with that flash.
Peak. Westside's ahead of their own flash, and you could see they never expected that. It almost looks silly from CNED's position, or from his perspective. There. Just him with his back turned in the middle. But
let's never stop hugging.
4-3, but it looks like we might be equalizing very soon because the push-up from PCIFIC, they think that they're wrapping behind the play, behind the push, but there's no push. GX are waiting for this exact thing to happen. For PCIFIC to
they're on top of the most likely reaction.
Come in with the punish.
Nice from them.
Now finally, they'll make their way towards the site.
Starting to get low, they get a clean round. They got all their ults almost.
The thinking is correct. The B would just be wide open.
Spike planted.
Again, the decisions have to be made. You have some credits to burn, but how much is the damage worth versus the potential loss of those extra weapons?
They got a lot of money.
I said it won't affect them too much going into the next round, but it's the future of the economy going into a 5 versus 2 scenario. It seems like maybe just going to trap them on an exit or two. Start in place. Grabinho's going walkabouts. He's looking for an opponent on the other side. And actually, they do clear up those remaining weapons.
Yeah, they didn't get too many here.
From a flawless in the last.
CNED just buy off. Oh no, someone else could drop him if he really wanted that.
To say the least, but we do end even.
Well, it's also a consistent game.
Changed their money.
It's being peculiar from the get-go. Not much has changed. A timeout called now by GX. Still tight in the early game, and well, Tom, you gave us it on Haven. About the double timeout.
It's a wombo combo.
They both called a timeout.
Both teams feeling the need for a timeout.
Oh, we're here for a while.
You don't see that every day.
But the Sky or the Fade on this map, I don't really mind, man.
Had been first,
as long as I got one, I don't mind.
Pipson was like, actually, no, I need 2 minutes here. I need the full time frame to be able to talk as long as possible. But it is the other way around, it seems.
One of those maps I don't feel like you need flashes. But the info is nice.
If they know the other has called a pause.
Oh, they'll find out very soon when that timer hits 0 and goes right back up to 1.
He genuinely is rap god.
I don't think Pipson's going to run out of things to say either. No. He'll be like, oh, I've got another minute? Okay. And go again.
So over breach on this map, I'd rather have none of those.
Like he's leaning as far away from Pipson as he can.
Which map do you prefer, Sky over Fade?
Oh, it's my favorite thing to do in the
Bind.
But yeah, I think that back and forth, and especially the dominance of rounds in the back and forth, it's got to be a
breeze just because they're both bad on that map.
Because on one hand, you're looking at this and going, okay, we just absolutely dominated a round. But then with the way things have been going, you almost expect your opponent to come back at you in the next and make some sort of adaptation. And so they are both trying to react in that moment. But the fact is, normally, the team that calls the pause, the other ones goes, okay, they're going to try and do something new, so we're going to either stick to what we do, because it worked, or we're going to try and adapt to them. Well, both teams have done that. So now you sit there and go, well, they're going to try and adapt to us adapting to them, so they then have to adapt to us adapting, so we should adapt to the fact that they adapted to us. Does that make sense?
You'd make a great coach for the halftime.
Can you explain why on Bind? Mostly because of long B on defense. You want to try and get info so you can have strong sight, whichever one they're hitting.
I think either way, this has been a success. Showing that they've got the resilience to fight back into the previous map when genuinely.
So good over towards Bind to find out
info.
info.
For them. And, well,
why is that?
You know why. You know why.
I know why.
I got my carry down there.
There's a few other people watching this game, so.
Oh, we don't need to talk about it. But
not the best Prowler map.
They've come in. And
I knew you and Pipson were close, but that's news to me.
In map 2, I really thought that there's no chance for the bounce back. And for them to keep themselves in it. After the kickoff that they had, after last week, after map 1, after
you can get info on long B on Bind.
It's impressive. It really
it's like
is,
no one 5-person XX from Hookah. So if you can get info here, you know which side they're hitting.
More to be done. Deep Viper orb being thrown through.
Prowlers can't reach long.
And it will be the defense to drop theirs as they continue to walk down mid. GX waiting again though. The patience there on the attack side. They find a huge reward.
Oh man, they want to fight mid and they've been absolutely wrecked. It was weird to call a fight on middle when they've been like going so heavy here, but
GX have read that perfectly.
It turns out they tried to counter.
Yeah, they tried to just straight up fight him here.
It turns out he was just
like the Sky Flash and the stun has been freely used to.
Just wait, just wait. And if they do this, just wait. And if they do that, just wait.
The funny thing is, I could actually imagine him doing that.
Getting a little bullied in middle. Yeah, they might just want to leave it now after this.
Wait. You know what you do in Flash B? Don't answer. Just wait.
It's like Cloud. If they were to do it, and he goes, well, I would. No!
Shut up! Just wait. Well, except he would be shouting. That would just be his speaking tone.
Guys, I know we all love each other. That's how he actually starts.
That's how he starts. Yeah, he's actually a very wholesome guy to speak to.
These two are going crazy right now.
That's what everybody says. Well,
I think he wishes he had the pause now. Because after back-to-back rounds where you've immediately gone into a 2 versus 5, that's probably
at least having fun, you're right.
And also off basically the same thing. Like you're trying to get aggressive, which is normally quite common practice when you're running a double duelist, especially one of those being a Neon. But when you get wrecked like that twice, basically your opponent's just holding for you. Again, that might have just been the sort of like meta game of like, okay, they're not going to expect us to do this again, so let's do it again. But when you get decimated like that, that's kind of where you'd like to have a pause. And they do still have the credits to buy. Like the way that both teams have been able to keep the rounds they have won clean, and in some cases bring a weapon through as well. I am intrigued to see if that buy is going to be kept by 7 though. Is he going to go with a shieldless rifle?
Yeah, he is.
And he has.
Okay, better to just react around the map. Lose middle, take B main.
Hey, if you hit the headshot and don't get headshotted, or body shotted.
Or even if you do get headshotted, it is what it is.
Gukak, thanks so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate the 4 months, dude. Thank you for doing that.
Close to that Phantom.
He just knows he's up against Westside. He's like, well, he's going to headshot me anyway. I don't even need the shields.
Fade eye over towards A.
It's a valid strategy.
Doesn't see anything.
Always go half armor, except when Ara has an outlaw. Then you're in trouble.
Or in this case, no armor. He's got next step. He's evolved.
Well, let's see if this
all the clears deep as well, so they keep 3-person strong.
Avoiding the ultimate sent through by Westside now. The Heaven split. They force themselves into main.
Big Jill.
It's going to be 7
Very nice, man.
But it's only 7 that's
7 could run in now, die, and they might not expect Cupid. I don't know if they saw him or not.
Westside and Cloud. 2v5.
Or they could just double up and he can hit a mad shot. Fair play. He had a mad shot there. That was nice. Did incredible. No armor on that. He's winning all 3 of those.
No, I've got it.
Okay. So
here we go. Pipson was actually planning for round 9. I think he was planning. He was a step ahead.
Shield on this? Yeah, it's insane.
Don't know which way you look at it. Probably behind. He was a step behind.
He knew he could never beat Pipson right after the timeout.
He knew he
couldn't
beat
for
him
the round
after. So he was like, guys,
the original smart with the prime as well. Thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate that also, mate.
We're gonna lose.
Round 10 has always been my favorite round, so if we win that one,
yeah, every time they don't fight on middle, it seems like they win.
The fact that they're winning their rounds so dominantly, but we sit 5-5, it's genuinely so confusing.
Treat him like a buttercup, build him up just to take him down. Love to see it. Generational plans from Dinky.
That's the guy who just killed everyone last
Must be unlucky timing.
He got 3 headshots last round, clean as can be, and now he's caught in the open, goofing around. That's a strange one. PCIFIC. They have managed to make a big mistake and then massively overcorrect into a 4v2. This
Giants
is a
have these
strange
rounds.
game, folks. I don't know what we're witnessing.
I spoke about it on Plat Chat. spoke about it on Plat Chat, where like Giants have this round where they just send everyone everywhere. And that's literally what this was.
He must be going through all the emotions.
I thought you were going to say
just everyone's just allowed to do what they want to do. We've got a duel Heaven. We've got 2 people dueling in main. We've got a duel on B.
That's what I want. Let's go, man. And the good thing is,
and every round they've lost every time I've seen it happen.
Yes.
They can very
I would love them to stop it, I'm not going to lie.
They come into this round with 4 of their 5 ultimates. So a good opportunity here for GX to level the half. It's exactly where we should be with how things have been going. An operator for Ninja. The Fade operator is a nuance. It's not something you see very often, and might be in trouble. Wesson, they're running through the utility, but hey.
Oh, they wrecked him with that Astrosuck nade molly.
Not looking very likely. I think a combo breaker pattern ruiner is about to happen.
Oh, they always say a Viper wall, a snake bite, and a nade.
Oh, this is so weird. Actually passed each other. Oh, what a camera angle. And he dodged the dog. What the hell?
They have not seen this man. He is a specter, a shadow.
This is the spike.
He's about to strike from the... He's made noise! What is this game? And now he's leaving the site where they are to track the guy he doesn't know is flanking. I don't know what I'm witnessing. Gravino somehow comes out of this in the best position possible. Strikes onto Cupid. VALORANT on the other side of the bloody map. And now PCIFIC, they've only got screens and sight to play with. They backed themselves into a corner.
There's 25 seconds.
They're walking into the one stack up on the side. And now Groovy's backstab almost seems meaningless. This has been a story of
they
a round.
They reacted so weird to the free info that they had, though.
A 1 versus 3. He's dead. There's no way he comes out.
They reacted so weird. Imagine having a guy that's kind of owned it, you would imagine. Taking all of this space and you still don't...
And we'll see if GX are going to
well, I guess you're hoping he gets everything on his flank. Okay, let's do the Twitch. Yeah, you're right, Brad. There's TMB, I'm sure he's losing his mind about that round. Okay, chat, if you are watching on Twitch at the moment, you can go out of full screen, you can check over towards here, and you might have a free Prime sub. You can scroll towards the bottom. You're going to get no ads for the month. You can support the channel. It's not going to cost you anything. Comes with Twitch Prime. Maybe you've got one, you forgot about it. Maybe you're on YouTube, you want to check if you got one as well. Who knows? But no ads for a month if you do. And you can support the channel. Hungen, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate. The Prime usage. It was all worth it. Thank you very much. DGL Striker as well. Thank you for doing that also, mate. There you as well, man. Thank you for that. MV knew it was coming, so he instantly went for his own VFL plug. Yeah, it's actually meta-gamed it. It's pretty impressive.
5 p.m. CEST. He can get it to go that far.
Kylie as well, thank you for the prime. I appreciate the 33 months also.
And Vitality is going down.
Thanks for doing that.
And you can see two former club mates head to head. It's going to be one to remember. But for now, we're getting one that we can't forget. A crazy
what day is it
on the stage. Pacific and GX map 3. And if you had 3 words to
thank you so much for the
summarize
prime as well.
how we got
Thank you.
You'd be about 45 words too short, and all of
wait,
those
they're playing
words
against
would
Gen
just
G, man. I'm not watching that.
This has been madness. Pure madness.
I'm confused.
Yes, actually, very, very solid there, Tom. Very solid. That gives you the full picture. It has been a crazy game. Even that last round, you genuinely don't know. You know, normally you see these videos. It's like the
Bono with the prime. Thank you for that as well.
From ranked or from an official, where they pause it and say, "What happens next?" You can do that with any moment of this game on any map so far, and I guarantee you, nobody would know unless they had seen it.
Most of those are fake and in custom service.
Yeah. A lot of people don't even
5 out of 5 pistols for Giants,
Frankly, that's outrageous.
which is insane considering the scoreline and where we are right now.
Round 13.
They did get ecoed obviously next round, but
from what we've seen, it means nothing because you can win with full classics against the buy in the next. That's what Pacific did. That's how they got here. For GX on the defense, this is a bit of a challenge for them. But the success of the attack, a lot of it came from just waiting for their opponents to push into them. I do wonder if they'll have different energy here, though.
That normally seems to be the case. A slow attack, a fast defense.
Nice shot.
And VALORANT looking to claim that.
Oh, it's a good nade. The nade as they wanted to swing out.
Contenders in the server, Ara maybe being one of them. A pistol.
Can they get the spike out of there?
Cooper at least claiming one, but it's the advantage.
Yes, they can, but at the same time, he's going to realize he has to probably fight one here. There's no one fighting here. Insane.
Pacific
I really thought they would at least go for one person here.
Based on what we've seen, VALORANT. Oh, he's got the position. He'll catch one, the other on the other side of the Viper wall, but Flickless comes through with the pick they needed. Ninja's giving away the fact that he's here.
30 seconds
left. Of course, they would have suspected it, but now they know for sure. 25 seconds, and it looks like they'll give him the space to stabilize, to get this plant down and flip the clock into his favor. He's very close to the elbow, but that gets him round. Well, okay.
Yeah, he did not expect him to double hook elbow.
Big mistake. And
every single pistol.
Another pistol for GX. Now just behind by 1.
Maybe let's kill them before.
Yeah, I like the reaggression. Ara does incredibly well to sort of get back down mid, shut down any of that additional control.
Nice!
That's going to be their second pistol. Of course, they didn't manage to get the conversion last time around. I do think that on the attack, that should be a little bit more difficult. It's not so much getting all the players in the right place at the right time.
Spoken about this a fair amount.
If they were to rush B right now, it is
fairly dependent. This worries me right here.
Judge.
It's one of those. He either gets 1 or 3, and if he gets 1, you give him a judge on a sight.
You never really know, especially if CNED goes sliding past the angle.
He's in the smoke.
What's he getting, 1 or 3?
He's playing a crazy game, a risky one, that's for sure. They're about to come out of the back of a reveal, but he can't break. His teammate needs to. The shots do not land. My God, it's atrocious! And they've killed Flickless in heaven.
And he gave him a judge, and the judge can go close, and the judge can now win this duel. See, Ned? Well, he tried to build up.
A chance to try and respond.
Okay.
Enough. He wants to try and do it all, but he's died to the nade. Comes back down to a 2 versus 2. Still, only classics, he says, on the other side. But a gravity well, which could make things...
Oh, you gotta stay alive, Ash.
Awkward. A chance, maybe.
He's gone for the wraparound. He's gone for the wraparound.
To do something here.
Fine time.
Already.
Got it half, though.
Got it to half, and that's definitely a problem. Somebody's going to have to swing this
fake.
in the angle.
Whoa, okay, dude, that's close.
They manage to
I would love to see CNED's POV. I wonder if he tucked in or not.
That's a
really...
If he tucks in, I think he wins that.
Top to bottom. Well,
it's a shame that he had low HP as well.
I called the judge. I called. I said
off angle.
You know, if CNED comes
it's not really an off angle. It's always kind of standing in the line that you would see it spawn.
That's true.
They've turned a page.
Yeah, the replay's not over, Tom. I'm holding my breath.
Yeah, they saved him. They saved him on that one. It was close. His bonus is not good, man.
We're gonna miss the round, but we'll see it though.
But the 7-7, the fact is GX get out with 2 weapons. That makes this round a lot weaker.
7-7, and 7 is on 11-11.
My head's already
Make
hurting,
a wish.
Tom. I don't. What? What? Okay, 7-7 is the score. And Pacific.
These two are losing their mind, by the way.
Feeling some pressure. Feeling the push in towards B main, they're going to back out of there. The reality is, this is a round they don't want to take unfavorable fights, like when GX are, looking for the battle. You evade that because they don't have a lot to work with on that defensive side. They have a lot of weaknesses, and now they've missed the timing.
Unlucky.
I think Grubby might even have been seen stepping up there. Team Pacific were more than ready. And now, if they get the plant down, they can keep all these fights to range, which is what I want
if
to see. If
7 can get a couple of these.
On the other side, and it should be an easy closer.
Yeah.
But what we're going to see,
I don't know.
probably something different.
They're going to keep 4 players alive. I have faith.
Sky's out.
See?
Oh,
Good
there's
start.
one.
Nicely done.
Nade looks good.
Flickless.
Not push right.
Gonna take a bit of it.
Okay, he's 1 away from his ult for next round, though. Wait, they're going to win this round, right?
2 would be worrying. 2 would be worrying. If anybody else was
Guys?
to get caught from here,
Oh
it would be
no,
an
bro.
absolute
How did they
nightmare.
lose this?
How? Ow.
How did they lose this?
How?
I'll give you an answer to that, Tom. They pushed ramp. They pushed. They said we've got the advantage. We've
And
got the
Mini's
plan.
got
We've
a
got the time.
telestrator. Take it away.
And they're gonna push in.
Oh, he's not ready.
They're gonna push into us, and we've got the range. So let's just take the fight to them.
Oh, that's a shocker of a round.
Pistols. That always works out well. Oh my.
Oh,
goodness,
that is a
this game.
shocker of a
Yeah,
round.
I've already lost years off my life.
At least you were right.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it feels really good to be
Yeah.
right in a moment like this.
Let's explain how it's meant to
That's
work.
just such an
The 2 over
overplay in your
towards
hand.
here
Everything when
are
you're
meant to
ready, you
hold
won the opening
this,
fights, you
and
got
then
the
when they
plan,
push
times on your
site,
side, they've
meant to
gotta push into
reactively
you.
take
They've gotta
heaven
push into
because
your
it's a
angles,
plant
and
for
sure,
heaven.
You want to get ahead of the utility. They've got a very good comp
The
for
2's
bursting
gone
out. I
pretty
understand that,
early.
but they also have pistols.
Fighting before they're doing anything on
And
site.
Pushed into the pistol
Well,
range.
now they have rifles.
Yep.
It is a repurchase. But
The
Judge
Outlaw
for
can
CNET.
one-shot
Judge has
all
been
4 of them.
unkind so far. Normally,
God,
I
Giants got handed a
watch,
freebie
the
here.
other Pacific, the region,
That's such a shocker of a round.
it's normally pretty good. But we'll see.
Find him.
Over the top they go. This is a
They're
ruse.
trying to fake
CNET
this one.
is being sold to the wolves. He's being
Yeah,
sent
and
to
Grabinho
his
as well
doom.
just hears
But
nothing.
there's already an aggressive
We'll say it is a
position
bit
from
of
Aaron.
over-rotate there.
Only really needs to take one, and that's what he will do.
Yep.
Into the retake. Ninja's position is nice though. They're going to pop some utility, but his flank is still in play. Timing here going to be
Spike planted.
everything, but he is making his move. Ninja by name, ninja by nature. Valorant is kind of slowing them
time.
down at
Yeah.
least a little bit.
Where did they plant for?
And now that backstab becomes even more
I wish I
deadly.
could see it on the
It's only gonna
minimap.
come down to Flickless. If he can turn the tide, if he looks back in the other direction,
Only
but
for heaven.
he's just waiting for his teammates to make that move. A troublesome position for one. Cooper in the corner, Ninja, that defender, but the trade has been
Oh,
made
they-
in there.
they did good
Flickless
holding one over
bounces, his
towards her.
patience paying off.
Force them down to an
GX
eco.
will
Did they
claim
got a
the
lot of
round in the
ults?
end. It's a nice try by Ninja at least.
Team A.
Yeah, I think really that doesn't come down to Ninja doing something wrong, right? It's just
It's a
that
bit
they didn't
positioning,
push
really.
out the way he needed
Yeah,
them
I mean,
to.
Flick was
He
handed
needed
as
the
well.
flood so he could get
It was
them
just
really quick.
Flickless.
And because they
He's
took
waiting
their
for the
time,
reaction
Flickless
once
can
they
wrap
take
up on
site.
that, and that closes the round.
That we spoke about
Otherwise,
at the beginning of
very
this
little
round.
We're looking at right there. Good attempt, but now the lead for GX.
Because
and
especially as he
money
thinks the Ninja's
falling
gone
apart.
like this,
The
he's
side
literally
Pacific,
waiting
there's nowhere
for
to be
when they
found.
go
There's
site.
A couple of credits.
This guy's going to push heaven.
Few shots in the
So
arcade
it's kind of cool
machines,
that we
that's all
actually
they're
got to
gonna
see
get.
them waiting
Timeout
for the
called
thing.
here and now by
We
Pacific,
spoke
calling
about they
it out,
should have done
going
last
into
round.
their low buy. Obviously, make the best of this. Find out what you can about the setup that they're running, although I think we already have a decent idea. And the main thing will be to speak about the next round, because GX are about to be 10-7 up if things go as they should, which they probably won't. And at that point, all of the battle, the resurgence into Pearl, it starts to feel like success is on a knife's edge, and you're on the sharp side.
Yeah, I also feel like this is going to be, again, a bit of a difficult one to sort of talk through, because the round where you've actually come in with the proper buy, the main question comes down to your post plants. Like it's just like being overly aggressive in silly circumstances. And like, yeah, I get it a little bit more here from Valorant. You're trying to buy time for your teammate to wrap around. That's fine.
Had this map,
But in the round
Pacific?
prior,
Yeah, I
that
agree with
was
you.
just silly. Like, it was just silly.
It's
some
devastating rounds, man.
Plants. That's normally a very, very good sign.
They'll say mad things about Giants, though. 6-0 on the Pistols, and we're still thinking the Pacific should have been winning this.
We've also lost all 4. And that is quite a damning statement for the first few rounds. And now you're coming in...
The hero Bucky with armor. I mean, they picked the right site.
And a Bucky.
Looking for double digits. Not that much
hey,
of a disadvantage in play for
Bucky.
GX when it comes to the next buy round, even if they lose all their players. The start is good for Pacific, a trade, and now they'll focus in towards this A site. This is all we need. The control, and GX to go pushing into you. This time they don't have the rifles, but they do have the
don't have that much of an
advantage. And if they can get the pit down,
are they
this
put
game,
their odds?
that could be completely different. Turning their
if they get another kill, then it gets tempting.
As those pistols play inside the pit, they could put it down, but we're not seeing it just yet.
Maybe going to rely on other ultimates.
Definitely
They're
not.
going to have to rely on other ultimates because VALORANT is already dead. And well, I guess they just weren't feeling it. A chance for Ninja, but
honestly, not bad.
Again, a nice attempt.
Pretty good damage.
He's been having a
And
good
news is they didn't pop any ults.
Not this time. Another post plant.
Brendon, thanks so much for the prime, man. Appreciate you doing that, dude.
Yeah, the thing is, I've seen teams, like, if it was the only ultimate they had, I could sit there and go, like, okay, like, maybe you want to save...
They have a plan in the next round.
You want to save it for your buy. When you have 4, I'm a bit surprised that you don't use 1.
Especially the pit. You've got pistols. You put their HP low. You can play off each other inside of it, and what do GX have to get back through? Now they've got ultis. They've got the Seekers. That's a big problem. They didn't have the Seekers at that point. They didn't have any ultimates to fall back on. And it also nullifies if they have an op in play, which you don't know at that point. It nullifies that. It seems like a mistake. But this is what the timeout was for. This is the round we've been waiting for. The Pacific we're waiting for. They saved over every ultimate that they've got here. In the previous round, not committing it to the 4v4 post plant, and for
what? Save it for the rounds.
Well, that answer, it's within reach.
I could understand
it's
it.
a few seconds away, and already Flickless is down.
I think it's a 50-50, really. I would rather not.
Very good on those. In this series so far, the response
they all had no armor, no
take down one, West Side right out of there. Great response from the defenders.
Showstopper out as well. Pretty much every kill you get on the GX side removes one of the ults, and or what would have been a good plan of get in with a showstopper, put down the Viper's pit. That idea is now gone. Nightfall sent through. It's not connected up to anybody.
Some fake over towards
They'll give some space
B.
to reveal, lets them know the West Side is hit. But this is a ruse.
Smoke
and this is a ruse that, as of right now, has claimed 0 victims. Nobody has yet to move on the defensive side. They're sitting passive. Cosmic Divide goes in, and
can
it's
Cloud
a
do
solid
back
ult
side?
to really make things awkward for Ara.
Oh, it's a nice call on this.
And now with 30 seconds, they go back into a B side.
Did they wait for CNED?
No one has moved.
They got to wait for CNED.
Yeah, they heard the op on A. Yeah. They think then that the rotate should be coming in.
Ooh, what a shot, bro. That was sick.
The headshot machine.
They're going to go back.
Guys, where are you going? Time.
Oh my goodness. Ara's missed.
15.
That was a crucial shot, a much needed one. 12 seconds, okay. They can
win.
The first man doesn't have the spike. His job is to clear this out, to find this defender if they're on side. But Cloud catches them all.
And they put all their ults into it. It's done.
Far gone. It's 11 for GX. A close round.
God, what a shot from West Side on site. That was nuts.
The timeout burned. That was the last one as well. And now the home stretch for GX.
Oh yeah, it was something that I sort of mentioned back on Pearl when they were playing the defensive side. Was
yo, you run back and forth, bro. You need to know what you do, brother. Okay? Let's go, baby.
It's kind of yeah, that's fair. He said it perfectly. It's like they like to sell fakes.
Yeah, they had to commit
to
be
there. But if GX
there.
don't move, and you're not sending anybody into those sites, there's no real reason for them to, oh yeah, let's over-rotate, let's gamble, let's make all of these moves. It's not going to happen, and that is what lost the round for them, because the move back to B at the end, that wasn't the plan. That was panic.
Scout destroyed.
Didn't find the openings they were looking for. The adjustments on the fly not coming through after An incredible comeback on Pearl. It looks like one might be needed again. Not quite as daunting of a score line, but here on Split, the attack we've seen so far, there is much left. Oh, to be seen from Pacific.
Big kill on site.
Good kill by Cloud. Flickless on the rope takes down Ninja. And now the numbers back to a 3v3, but this time the pit does come into play, but it's not on the site.
Wait, this is almost like the FaZe clan logo, right?
Wrap around it. Grabinho has other ideas, sitting inside, waiting
FaZe
for
clan
aggression. They've caught CNET around the top now. Pacific want to push through. They want to get some information, perhaps. And if they do, that's the hope of Grabinho. He'll be there waiting, shorty in hand. But instead, they back off. Move towards the site. This creates a danger. If VALORANT goes down, Grabinho can easily join the troops, and in fact, the pit is going to fall. Now that whole defensive wing completely crumbles as Grubby lands both.
These runs are rough.
And for GX, success against the odds, fighting back through that ult, through that utility against the clock.
Dude, I don't know why he's dropped the FaZe clan pit.
It's just another head scratcher, man.
He didn't mean to let that pit drop, did he?
I don't think so.
No. Because like there was a moment where I was like, okay, they're giving up on the pit, so that maybe it reveals someone.
Have a heart attack, bro. Oh my God, let's go.
Same, Cloud. Same.
We are right there with you, my brother.
I'll be honest, like up until this half, you guys were partially to blame. Especially the last map. But you know,
but right now this
5 goes at it every single round.
To the rest of the game, which is GX are punishing.
Look at the diffusers.
Yeah,
that's
look
it's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's insane. Every round's been defused, apart from the round they ran out of time.
Yeah. Like, we're gonna set a new record for the worst post plant in VCT history.
Certainly with the sample size, Ara, he didn't even hit the
here's
boom
another one.
He's out of there. Giving up control, damage done on 7, down to 30. And this one of 5 attempts for GX to close it out. They go pushing into the defense that's shown on almost every retake. They've waited 30 seconds. They've let the clock run down. They've let Pacific make a mistake, and this time it's an early mistake. The same punish there from GX, a big advantage, and look at them again. They are just waiting. I don't know if Dipson genuinely screamed just wait 30 times during the timeouts, but if he did, perfectly played. Hold on.
Oh.
There's still some life in Pacific. We've seen them bounce back in some big clutch moments before. And now it's only the Viper from the pit left standing. Flickless does
okay,
well,
nice round from CNET. Here we go again.
Pacific at least one more fight.
Been here before on Paul.
We
4 goes at it.
Come alive. I think in that round alone, he's almost doubled his kills.
Yeah.
He was
it's a
on
hero
5,
round
now
though.
on 9. This overdrive was everything. Again, we saw this in the last map. Like, all it takes is a little bit of a spark, but there doesn't seem to be a spark there. Look at the faces. Like, every time in the last map where they were coming back, they were screaming, they were shouting, they were 3, 4, 5 rounds down, and we see them almost off their seats. We even joked about how CNET's getting hyped up.
Yeah.
Solemn.
But that's the problem, though. The way that they've lost these rounds is getting a foothold, having an advantage, and then letting it slip.
Yeah.
And that's a completely different vibe to getting shut down in the entry. Okay, sure, we lost that fight. We played this wrong, but big mistakes were made. Pacific have a lot, of course, correction to do. 4 rounds in a row needed from this point, and it will be a slow start. This time they adopt the just wait.
Insane. These guys on B gonna react to lose the middle or not?
They put
like Westside wanted to react ages ago.
They're waiting outside B main. In fact, their A main players rotated back. This was a B fake into an A fake into a B hit. That's the plan from Pacific. Last time
these minimaps worked out well.
Cloud was screaming at them from across the stage. Let's see if they've got a better idea this time.
Slow, thrown in. He's trying to create disparity between the push, and I'll be honest, it worked for a moment. They need a little bit more. Grabinho, a nice attempt, but it's only
back-to-back rounds from CNET.
This time, it's not just a post plant, it's an advantage in one, but Cloud's trying to get a little bit cheeky. Gravois, I like it. It's going to deny that little bit of extra space. Ara, though, has found one on the back. It leaves them a little bit more segmented, a little bit more trapped. The reaction from Pacific should be to try and fight one of these players. They're completely isolated. They're sectioned off. But as of right now, they're yet to find that fight, and they're splitting up themselves. A chance still for Ara. A chance to maybe take this here and now, but it's Q.
My God, these rounds are close.
Keep them in the map. Another
rounds are
fight
so
back
close.
from Pacific needed. And 2 rounds that come down to 1.
Such a narrow margin, but they are holding on to a cliff's edge on the tips of their fingernails.
I think it's a pinky finger at this
It
point.
really is. I need Luffy to pull them all the way up. 3 in a row here.
You're losing against me, bro.
Well, they're winning.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they
but no,
but they lost
technically
the
they are
round.
winning,
You
yeah.
know what it means.
That's
You
what
know
he's
what
saying.
it means. Thing is, GX come in, 3 ultis to play with.
That's when you know
Big
the
impact on
confidence
them
is
as
at an
well.
all-time
Hour to
low.
close distance,
You're,
West side
you're
open
losing
them up.
against
The
me.
retakes can be
That's crazy.
terrifying. And we're seeing the same thing. We've seen this before.
That's the
from
insult.
GX, even in this series. Most players, or some players, sitting in spawn while others look for information, find where the push is coming in. But I will give commendations to Pacific. The last round was much better than what we saw before, where they decide to play a much faster set of fakes. They left too much time between the B hits and the A hits last time, but this time it's much more direct, it's much more convincing. And that's a great sign. With 3 left to go.
More synergized as well.
Yes, yeah,
Like,
they're fixing their pacing.
Blinded.
Because I think you
only
can
has
see
a
it from the utility
and
thrown
it?
out from West side.
I mean,
The goal was to
they could have
hit
dropped
one
him a
set
stinger.
first so the others couldn't pincer them at once. This time, though,
It's not too bad though. To find out to scout against the eco. I mean, it might be this, right? They only get a. I mean, this is actually very
VALORANT's
nice,
doing
to
a
be honest
great
with you.
job to sell a fake with
Don't give them any
only a
guns.
bandit.
This might actually be the
Oh,
future.
but the whole team's coming.
There's that.
Yeah,
They're
but
going
he's,
to go back, right?
are they going to go back? Oh no, they kind of owned it.
Oh, no, maybe
no,
not.
I
But
think-
the
Yeah, 'cause
thing
they
is,
think they're
if
gonna
that's been
fast
sold
react
as a
over
fake,
towards
now
B.
they do actually get to walk into an open site. It's
30
definitely a
seconds.
little
Yeah, it's
bit
the
more
human
risky
drone,
if
and
they
they only got a
like
bandit
to
as an
move, but
upgrade. It's nice.
Yeah, it's
mean-
worked perfectly.
I was very nervous, but it is. Well, there it
Nice,
is.
was
That's
good.
that's
Okay.
exactly what I want to see. Yeah. If the stack was still here, they know by now. Perfect. And I think the fact that they send in the pistol, perfect.
What
Clearly
the-
sells it to fake. Here's
What
the
in the
retake, though.
ults?
We talked about this. How powerful it could be. The ult pop by Arrow, but he's going to be caught off by Ninja on the side. In goes the dash, but nothing found him. West side
What are
caught him on the way
Giants
back
doing?
out.
Why did
That
they
was
pop double
huge
ult here?
commitment. I mean, for
Why have
West
they
side
done
to put his
that?
ult
They
through,
should have
it
taken the
almost
win of
means
the fade
Arrow
ult.
has to do
Why
the
the
same
hell have they done
to
that?
try to get in there quick, have some impact even on the slide, but being shot from an
Holy,
off
that
angle
was shocking.
completely decimated that
Okay,
play. And now
2
those
goes
are
at
some
it,
big
and
pieces of
Pacific
the
are going to be
GX
pretty
puzzle
happy after
that will
watching
be
that.
missing for the
Dude,
rest
Pipson,
of
mate.
at
If he
least
hasn't
regulation.
exploded by now, I don't know what's going to pop him over the edge.
Oh, clearly felt like there was a gap to exploit. Wasn't the case.
He looks very surprised that he hit that shot. Not what you want to see, but you know what, Cubert, you got a 3K the other round, so we'll let it slide.
2 rounds, 3 in a row. It seems like Pacific only start the party once they're basically out of the map. It felt like this was a done
Yeah, it just
deal.
feels like they always need that
Maybe
one
we're looking at
round
the
to
other
get some
side,
belief,
it's
and then
like
they
GX
just...
can't win a round the second they get to 12. Ara is looking to change that. The operator with
Guy
the opener.
dog got a good stun.
Pressure being placed on, but Ara's there again. The distraction
Dude,
of
he might
power
get
has
another
helped
back
him out
aside here.
massively. Can he get out?
Oh, he
Yes,
got out. He
can.
did incredible.
And they've been fantastic in their retakes with a 2-man advantage. Make it a little
Well, that's
more.
it.
This time, it doesn't look like it's going to go back the other way unless Cooper has one of the clutches for the ages. Not this time.
Holy, that was a game.
GX have managed to finish their
It was
second
definitely
dinner.
a game, man. Scrappy.
It was a bit of a bumpy road to get here, Tom. There were a few potholes along